Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought that because Valentine's Day is coming up, that I thought I would do a nice kind of soft glam, I guess kind of like if you were going out for a date night. We can't really do that at the minute, but I thought it would be nice just to get ready with me, have a chat and stuff. So yeah, just keep on watching. So I'm first just gonna, do you see that? I'm first just gonna take my Revolution Mattify Boost just to moisturise my skin. This is kind of like my all-time favourite moisturiser. I'll use this one in the mornings, and I don't really use it at night time because I have like all my other products that I use at night time. But to stop my skin from getting like really oily and stuff, I like using this just during the day under makeup and everything. I think my pot was the wrong way round because like it's all gone like all into like the lid and everything. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but oh Christ. Oh, might as well just use the excess up there. Cool. So for eyes, I was kind of thinking I wanted to do like a smoky wing, and then maybe a little bit of sparkles or something over the rest of the lid. I want it to be quite neutral, so like browns and everything, but like with a little pop of pink or red maybe, because you know, obviously Valentine's Day. So yeah, so I'm just going to prime with my Radiance Reveal concealer. Cool, so for this look I'm actually going to take a little bit of tape, just because we're doing like a winged out look. Do I have any scissors? Yes, I do. Cool, so I'm just going to take a little bit of tape and kind of figure out where on my eye. Trying to figure out whether I want the wing to be kind of more outwards or up. We'll go with here. Cool. So I think I'm first going to take my Morphe Nightmaster, which is the 15N. I don't think you can get this anymore. I got this a few years ago for Christmas, and I think it was like a limited kind of edition thing. But I'm going to take the shade Hello here and just gently start packing that where I would put eyeliner. Everything's going to be, oh, I've got something in my eye. It's all going to kind of be like smudged out anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it gets a little bit messy. Just going to drag it up a little bit. Cool, so now that that first colour is on, I'm going to go in with Goals, and I'm going to take that on like a little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pat that all over. Cool. Then I think we will take Opal, and I'm going to take that on a bigger fluffy brush. Oh, that's the wrong one. So I'm going to take that on like a huge fluffy brush and just start smoking it over that line. Then I'm going to take another fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Custom, which is kind of like a really pale colour, and just run that over the edges. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Patricia Bright palette, and I'm going to take the pink colour called Superwoman, and I am going to take, which brush? I need something that's really light and fluffy. I'm going to take that, and I think I might mix it with a bit of the white, which is Angel, just to tone it down a little bit because it is a really, really bright pink. I'm going to take that and just add it in so it kind of adds like a little bit of a wash of pink. Like a pink hue to the look. Cool, so now I can take off this tape. Oh, and we're left with a nice crisp line and some fallout. So I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just clean the bottom. Cool. So I'm just going to quickly nip off and do my other eye, and then we will come back and do the rest of the face. Okay guys, so now that the eyes are both done, I don't think they're quite equal, but that's okay. So I'm trying to think what I want to do with the lid. I was thinking about maybe putting some of my Rimmel Wonder Swipe over the lid a little bit maybe. So I think I'm going to put a little bit on my finger. And just gently dab it over the lid a little bit. I mean, ideally it would be nice if this was pink, but I feel like it just gives it a little bit extra. So I'm just going to go in with my Revolution mascara because we'll be putting on lashes anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Cool, so for the face, I'm just going to go in with my Kiko, can you see that? Kiko face base, and I'm just going to add a little bit to just the centre parts really, because that's where I get oily, and I'm just going to rub that in. So for foundation today, I wanted to take my L'Oreal Infallible. Oh my god, you can't see it. My L'Oreal Infallible and my Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage foundation. Trying to think. I think I'm gonna take both of these on my sponge instead of my face. So I'm just going to add a little, look at the state of this, a little bit on there, a little bit of this one, and I'm just going to start to bounce that in. I think this combination would be nice for a date night because the L'Oreal one is a little bit more, I would say it's got pretty good coverage, probably like medium, and I would say like it gives your skin like a good skin finish, like it looks like your skin but better. So I feel like mixing these two together, because the other one's a lot more full coverage and everything, it will just give like something a little bit extra. Cool. So for concealer, I'm actually going to take a foundation. I'm going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define, and I just like using this as a concealer really, because like sometimes I just find concealers way too thick, so I kind of like just going in with a foundation, and because of the applicator of this, kind of just makes it a good one for concealing anyway. Plus it's got really good coverage, so why not? And then, as always, for cream bronze, I'm just going to go in with my Revolution Fast Base stick, and I'm just going to take this today on my sponge first, and then just bounce it in. Cool. So now I'm going to go in with powder, and I'm going to use the Beauty Bakerie powder. And I'm first, where has my brush gone? Here it is. So I'm first just going to take out any creases that might be under my eyes. And I'm just going to take whatever's in the lid first, just to set underneath. So today I'm actually just going to use my powder brush with the setting powder. Oh my god. And I'm just gonna bounce that all over my face. So naturally I'm just going to take my two contour palettes as always, and just use these to carve out where my cheekbones are. Down my nose, but again that is very minimal, and just a little bit around the So I'm just going to go in with my sleek blush. Seeing as this is Valentine's Day, I feel no guilt in going in pretty heavy with this. I really rate this blush because I just love the fact that it's got shimmer in it, which for some people they won't like, but for me personally I just find that it blends in with my highlighter loads better. So for highlighter, I have got my Revolution liquid highlighter drops, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And just push that in to where I want it. So for powder highlight, I wanted to take my Goddess of Love by I Heart Revolution, and it says it's a triple baked highlighter. So I think I'm first going to take it on like a flat-ish brush. Sometimes I found that this highlighter could be a bit temperamental. But I wanted to go with this one because it gives more of like a pinky sheen, and you know, it's Valentine's Day. I'm really chill with like coloured highlighters. Like I know that a lot of people don't really like them, but I don't really have any trouble with them. I mean, if they go with like, I can understand if you don't want to put them with like a look that they obviously don't go with. But it's just like, this is like a really reflective pinky colour, and it's, to me it's just really pretty. Hot damn, do you see that? That is beautiful, man. I don't know why I don't reach for this more often. When I first got it, I feel like it, you know, like some highlighters have that layer over the top of them and then like it feels like it's a really rubbish highlighter, but oh my god, I feel like I can't stop putting this on my face. It kind of reminds me of, you know, I think on Instagram Beauty Bay brought out their like own filter. I think it was Beauty Bay, and it was that really pinky iridescent sheen on the face, and it gives me that kind of vibe. But I cannot stop. I literally cannot stop looking at this. That is so beautiful. Okay, right. Face is done. Well, pretty much. Right, so we'll move back on to the eyes. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of brown in the waterline, and that's it really. So I'm just going to take Goals, and I think I might mix it with a little bit of Opal as well. I'm just going to mix them on like a flat brush and just press right in. And then I'm just going to take the brush that had the pink on and use that to blend it out a little bit, to soften it. As always, great lash by Maybelline. So for inner corner, I'm really debating that highlight, but I think what I'm first going to do is go in with Diamonds for Breakfast from the Patricia Bright palette. Just gonna wipe off my brush. And this is kind of like a weird formula because it's kind of like a putty formula. But I'm just gonna push that in. I might need to wet it. I feel like it looks a little bit dark. So I'm going to top it with a bit of Darlings, which is a more whitey gold kind of colour. Yeah, that's pretty. So now we can move on to eyebrows. So I'm just going to push them up. So naturally I'm just going to take my Revolution micro brow pen and my Collection eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to start filling in the shape. I kind of want to drag it across a little bit more than usual. Cool, so eyebrows are done, so I'm just gonna wipe away this. I'm gonna take my Revolution Satin lip liner in Fling. I seriously need to sharpen this. And then I'm going to go in with my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colour in Forever Eternite. Eternite? Then I have this sleek metallic lip cream in the shade Rusted Rose. So I was thinking maybe to use that. Okay guys, I'm just going to go off and put my lashes on. My Lujo lashes, and I will come back and show you the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's just so nice and kind of soft glam. I added a little bit of that highlighter to my eyes. I'm not really sure if you can tell or not because there was already some glitter on there. I've got a highlighter on my forehead. But yeah, I'm so happy with how this turned out. Yeah, I'm gonna do another Valentine's one, but I think I'm gonna make it a little bit more graphic, like themed, if you know what I mean. But I'm thinking of doing that next week. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!